Too many to remember.
Well, it's been a few years. It's funny how life passes you by. You evolve and you grow. And you look back on fond memories, sad memories. In the beginning, they're very distinct, the bad and the good. But as more time passes, that concept fades away, and it just becomes memories, just the past. But it is important to reflect, to look back. We all do, like it or not. And I thought, why not? I wonder where they are. You know who I'm talking about. Where is Sasha? Where is Rebecca? Where is Navid? Where is Dennis? Where is David? Where are they? How are their lives? Truth be told, we don't know much. This thought had been rattling around in my head for some time. I was coming back from the club this one night. I got home thinking I was gonna die, regretted some life choices, made a promise of never drinking again, which I know I won't be able to keep. I drank 2 liters of water and threw in a few painkillers for good measure. Yes, I know you're not supposed to mix alcohol and pills, but that's what happens when you're drunk. You don't make the best decisions. Unless you're about to sing karaoke. Then it's a great decision. Anyway, getting sidetracked. I was stumbling around my apartment getting ready for bed when I saw my little Sundance award. Not to brag, I mean, it's an idea. For me, it's a memento of all the things that happened to get to it. I'm sure that's what everyone feels about the trophies they have. I suppose that's just the point. So I was feeling sentimental. A flood of memories, and tears later, and one late night re-watching my own documentary, I went to bed. But waking up the next day, emerging from my cocoon of pillows and sheets, I decided to pick up my phone and make a few calls. It's time to get the old band back together, I thought. Sadly, this did not go as planned. One after another, they refused to see me. I was down to my last call. David. I don't know why he was the last. Maybe I was afraid he was a sure bet to refuse, but what do you know? He said yes. David, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really happy that we got the chance to get a hold of you, because we've pretty much tried to get a hold of the others without any success whatsoever. So we have you here now.
It's not too surprising, but yeah. I've seen it. Yeah, real nice, it's cool.
Thank you. After all, it's been 5 years since we last met, and we thought we should just shoot a retrospective on what has been going on ever since.
Well, hey, I've been kind of retired from the film as a whole. I mean, hey, lucky me, I guess 2020 has been a crazy time. Yeah.
So, where do you want to start? Really, officially, for everybody.
Yeah, it does that.
And living light.
Yeah, I don't know, Natalie. I mean, it's your shtick, right?
Well, it's yours too. It's ours.
That's inaccurate, but...
What do you mean? How so?
How so? I mean...
Start at the beginning. We're here for you.
Nej, inte så legit.
Sen çarkı mı?
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, you know, I mean, every time I think you got nothing left up your sleeve, you... Boo.
I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Everyone. Rebecca.
Hmm?
Actually. Didn't get married. What a surprise.
Exactly.
Husband turned out to be gay. Very religious
Right.
girl. Yeah. Interesting how she was painted as such a homophobe. I don't really see it. I feel like he was probably an outburst of anger from finding out something quite painful and needing somewhere to direct that pain. I've met the girl before and I never felt like she had anything like that. Hell, she did theater. Do you think there's not enough gay guys on stage with her? But didn't seem to mind. But interesting how it's easy to just attack one person for just an outburst of anger because of, you know.
Well, words are strong. One should take responsibility for
I
them.
agree. People should also learn to forgive.
I'm getting the hang of that.
Yeah, getting good. Navid's wife just came out of rehab.
No.
Sixth time. Yeah, apparently it's been like an ongoing thing.
Sixth time.
Yeah. She apparently really enabled him many times. I wonder if that's why he was acting out a lot on set.
Wow.
You know, think back to that line. Where's my wife? I wonder if he knew where his wife was. I don't know. It's interesting. Been doing commercials in Japan, playing an American asshole. Yeah, no.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. The irony isn't. Yeah, it's there.
Indeed.
Sasha, quit acting. Got a teaching degree. Working with second or third graders now.
Okay.
So yeah, working with kids. I have a theory about that personally. I obviously can't pretend that I'm putting this in any level of proof or whatever, but yeah, his wife went through that abortion. I think it hit him hard. I mean, he was in his 20s. Maybe he wasn't ready, but I don't think he was ready for that either. I wonder if he's doing it to kind of make up that by spending time with not his kid, but other people's kids. I don't know. I just find that interesting.
Right.
Speaking of hitting hard, Dennis, oh boy, his dad was super sick and died throughout the production of One Cold Word.
Oh my god.
Interesting, the parallel between me and him. He didn't say anything to anyone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's why he started hitting the booze as hard as he did. Now apparently he's a bit of a full-fledged alkis. Been pulled over a few times, so I think he's doing community service, maybe serving time. I don't know. Haven't seen anyone since the actual premiere. But I did a little checking up on them out of curiosity.
Don't you find it funny that everybody has somehow gone awry?
Yeah, I do find it funny. Everyone but you. I think it's interesting, and I think there's at least some level of balance that at least if 5 people's lives got turned upside down, at least one person got a happy ending, I think. So I think
that
that's
would
good.
be
You.
me.
You. I mean, yeah, I mean, no one really walked out of that with their head held high but you, so that's nice, I guess.
Well, I have had great, wonderful moments that I can be proud of, that I've shared with the world, and
Cool.
and have been honored to depict this this production, One Crow World, inside and out.
Yeah.
I have dedicated my everything to it, as I do with all my projects.
Yeah.
And
You saw the footage, right? You know what you put out there. You
yes,
showed these people at their worst and at their lowest points.
because that's what was presented to me. And so my job is to portray that and show that
Well,
without any censorship.
yes and no. I mean, if you think about it, if we take a little quick stroll down memory lane, and if you remember with me, you were hired to film a behind-the-scenes production video.
Which we did.
Which you did, until I left Timo's production company, but didn't think about the fact that he was still hiring you and your crew. And then we got something a little more different than just the behind-the-scenes. We got a...
You got a full spectrum.
Yeah.
We showed all
sure
of
did.
you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We sure did that.
And it went great.
For you, yes. I'm sorry. Do you not read your reviews or your comments? Do you not see how the world views us?
All the tendencies were already there from the very beginning. There is nothing that I can say that I have contributed to the development of anything.
Except
for just observing the development of your own characters and your own choices.
Yes and no, Natalie. Yes, you observed.
And that is honest journalism.
But by the pure, simple fact of observing and then showing, you put yourself in the equation. Now, when you're filming wildlife in Kenya, did you walk over there and pet the tiger? No, you filmed from afar. And the hunters, you didn't go and say, don't stop, don't hunt it.
Well, I did pet the tiger. We didn't shoot it because I had someone else. I'm a subordinate, and I have people mandating how a production should be shown and what is. I was not the editor of that.
Okay.
And therefore,
but here's the question, though.
Sequence wasn't.
Oh.
But I got to share many others with the world and with the people, and it's been appreciated.
Yeah,
and I'm
grateful
sure for it.
Fantastic, although nothing has got you as much attention as the making of a One. Liked it is...
True.
I find the humor in it. I find the humor in what was shown to the world and how we are now seen because of it. I find that you have to laugh. If not, you would have to take a gun and put it to your temple. I think you have to find the funny in the insanity. Because there's no way, Natalie, you did not look at that footage and think, wait a minute. No. I believe you did. You had that moment, you saw it, and you knew what you were looking at, and you decided, send. Why? Greed. And that's okay. I'm not judging you for that. I have it. A lot of people have it. This is the reason I wanted to do a One Crore World. At some point became greed for different reasons. Greed of success, greed of appreciation. Not greed of money. Then really, that was never really too important to me. In the beginning, it was greed of passion, almost, to wanting to make it. But you know what you did? You said okay to that footage without thinking about the ethical implications that you would be affecting upon us.
I considered you artists, adults, and everything that comes with it. Because it's none of you, with the exception of maybe Dennis, were newbies, real newbies. And life is life, and we all have scopes, and we're all in it. We know what we signed up for when entering an industry as ours. That shouldn't come as a news flash to anybody. And I did my job, and I want to believe, at least, David, it went better than expected. And one can always, we made something better out of something that didn't work out as planned, right? And you could have chosen to do something out of it. But interestingly enough, you didn't. As you're telling me now, which I'm a little bit shocked.
Choose to do what, Natalie? What do I embrace? Who's going to hire me? Who's going to hire Sasha? Who's going to hire Navid? Who's going to hire Rebecca? Who is going to hire Dennis? Who? Tell me. Who's going to hire them?
Well, Dennis has natural reasons for why. I mean, he wasn't in the right field. But Navid, talents. Through their
commercials.
talent.
Fucking commercials. That's not an actor.
Well, that is not my choice.
That isn't your choice.
What they decide to do with their lives, David.
No, but you have to understand that you took an active... You had an active hand in the way that the outcome happened. And And there's a lot of things that were wrong about this whole thing. To me, you were paparazzis almost disguised as a documentary crew, because you did not have to film Sasha's fight with his wife. You did not have to film Rebecca's outbursts. You did not have to film Dennis drinking. You did not have to follow me, track me down while I go to mourn my father. You didn't have to film me as I'm in the fucking shower.
That would have been sugar-coated documentary. We were hired to show fully
not by
unfiltered.
us, and we did not notice. We accepted you existing there because it just.
And I assumed that you did.
We did. That is a lie, and please don't lie to me. Say the truth at least. I'm owed that much. I'm owed at least the truth.
Well,
you put the footage together.
There are always better ways of doing things. I give you that, David. We can always improve something. There's no finite result to any project, and we can discuss this for eternity of how much better we could have done it. And I will say and agree with you, there's always better.
Wow.
David, I would like to leave this 5-year anniversary on a good note. And there is ways.
Yes, that's the thing. I get it. You saw the shiny trophy and you wanted it. And I get that.
What were you looking for at the beginning of this journey?
I was looking to make the best damn movie I could.
And what is the difference between you and me?
That you were upset you just had to make some boring backstage production, and then you saw something in the distance, a shining diamond in the rough.
Boring? You're interesting people. If you see yourself as boring, then I don't think I can add much to the interview.
Regardless of intent, we came off as monsters. But for me, for Rebecca, for Dennis, for Navid, and for Sasha, for us, you were that monster. Because you ended up being just as greedy, power hungry, egotistical, and maniacal as we seem to be in the making of a One Crow World. And you turned out to be just as much of that like us. Just another monster.
You know, I could also turn that coin, flip that coin back to you. I'm not going to do that because I understand the implications of my job and your job, and it's fair for you to have this opinion. I guess we can set the scores then.
No. There is no score settling, but that's okay. It doesn't have to. I've already learned to accept a lot in my life, so I wish you nothing but the best, Natalie.
David, I'm sorry that we have to end it this way.
It's the only way this is gonna end.
Human choices. We all have the freedom to choose.